He said that we have been gathering intelligence on you, including those closest to you, such as my friend Rastam Mohammed and my chief of staff, Nkosi Mboniswa. He described both as being poor and useless. He emphasized that they, which I understood to be the Gupta family, have the capability to gather such information, and that they had gathered a lot of information on me, which they could use against me. He said that as far as he was concerned, this meeting never happened, and that if I were one day to suggest that this meeting had occurred, they would destroy my political career. I understood him to be creating the impression that they had information on me that they would use to destroy my political career if I revealed that the meeting had taken place. He said emphatically that I must become Minister of Finance because that is what we want, the we want. By that, I would have to work with them. He also said that if I worked with them, I would become very rich, and that he could immediately offer me 600 million. He pointed at Mr. Duduzane and said that they had made him a billionaire and that he had bought a house in Dubai. He said that they worked closely with a number of people, including Lynn Brown and Brian Molife. As a result, they were protected. In other words, those people who work with them are protected. He said that Mr. Molife is very safe and that his career path is very clear, and that nobody would touch him, and I would be safe too. He said that at the moment, we, which I understood again to be the Gupta family, earn about 6 billion from the fiscus through various entities, including Eskom, Transnet, and government departments. He said that they wanted to increase this amount to 8 billion, and that they thought I could be helpful in this regard. Mr. Gupta said that they had determined that the National Treasury was a stumbling block for their growth, and that they wanted, I quote again, to clean up Treasury. He said that when I'm appointed as Minister of Finance, I would have to remove the Director General, Lungisa Funzile, Head of Tax and Financial Sector Policy, Mr. Ishmael Momiat, the Deputy Director General, Mr. Andrew Donaldson, and the then Chief of Procurement, Kenneth Brown. Further, he said that they would provide me with replacement of all of these people, and that they would provide me with the necessary support, including advisors. The pressure on us from the former president and other members of cabinet to approve the nuclear deal was immense, and was ultimately the trigger of Mr. Nene's dismissal on the 9th December 2015, after he again refused to back the deal at a cabinet meeting on that day. At the end of the meeting, Mr. Gupta repeated that they had information on me, and if I suggested that the meeting had occurred, they would kill me.